For the last 3 days, I've been working non-stop on trying to make a Jarvis-like AI that can actually do things on my PC. And let's just say, I can see why some people don't like AI. Jarvis, how many inches are in 1 foot? I did not say that. But eventually I got it working and I created this all on my own without any help. Okay, well, ChatGPT did the coding and I gave the ideas and did the troubleshooting. But in this video, I'm going to show you how you can set this up on your PC and the things that it can do. Now, first, there are a decent bit of things you'll need to install to even get this working. First, install Python on your main boot drive. Then you'll need to install all of the packages shown here in a command prompt. This is also in the description, so you can just copy and paste. Once installed, you now need to install Ollama, which is also in the description. This contains the AI that will be Jarvis. Whisper is what will determine what you're saying and turning it into text. Once that's done, open the command prompt and run this. This is the specific AI being used. Next, make sure to install FFmpeg, which you may already have, but if you don't, the link is in the description. And last but not least, make sure that the mic you want to use for this is set as default in the sound settings, and that is it. Now just go to the Google Drive link in the description and download the pyw file. Once that's done, simply right click on the file, go to open with, then another app, then go to local app data, Python, then pythonw.exe. This will allow you to run the file without a command prompt. Now you're done. Okay, now that everything is installed, simply open Ollama and then go and run Jarvis. And it's just literally that easy. So as you'll hear in a second.
System online.
There we go. That is Jarvis right there. And I even put in a specific voice so that it sounded like Jarvis. And now just go to the system tray and open. And here he is. Okay.
Opening, there we go. That's JavaScript.
Oh.
There I even put in a specific voiceover that sounded like, and now I go to the system tree.
Okay, there he is. So I guess he heard me say OPEN and he reacted to that. But hopefully he doesn't do that again. But one thing I will say is that the biggest issue I'm having with this is it just figuring out what I am saying. So like, I'm using Whisper for this, which is supposed to be able to turn my speech into text, but it is honestly really bad, and it's feeding that text straight into the AI. So the AI is basically having to figure out what I'm saying. But I can show you the few things that it can do. So first, let me go Jarvis.
I understand. Please share your ideas or concerns about using an
Jarvis, how many inches are in 6 feet?
There are 24 inches in 6 feet.
So you see, it actually works when Whisper can actually pick up what I'm saying properly. So like, for instance, me saying his name, it can think I'm saying so many different things. So for instance, here I'll say service. Let me give it, yep, see? And oh wait, okay, so he actually didn't react to service, even though I coded it so that he does, because Jarvis can sound like service, but that is completely fine. As you see, it's all right. If I can actually find something that is better than Whisper and is free, it should work. But let me try actually getting it to open a game. Now this is where it can get kind of bad, but first I'll try ready or not. So let me wait for a second. Jarvis, open ready or not.
Launching ready or not.
Okay, so as you can see, it actually opened ready or not, which is crazy. And I even coded it so that, or ChatGPT did, but ChatGPT coded it so that once you give it a command like that, it stops listening. So it's honestly really cool. So let me try, okay, let me try a little bit harder. Let me try getting it to open another game that is slightly longer name. So Jarvis, open Romeo is a dead man.
Opening Romeo a dead man.
Okay, see, that is an issue. I guess it's having issues with actually figuring out that this game exists. I guess it's looking for this as a Windows application rather than looking through the files that I gave it. So for instance, if you look in the code, I gave it 3 folders where games should be, and it's supposed to look through those folders and look for the game, but it is having issues. So I'll be back, and I'm going to see if I can find a game that it could potentially open, like Ready or Not.
2 seconds later.
Jarvis, open routine.
Launching routine.
Wait, did that work? I seen the loading icon next to my mouse. Oh, I see. So instead of it opening the actual game, it opened the game launcher helper. So it didn't really open anything. So that's something I can fix, but let's try Jarvis, open the rat line. Okay.
Opening O, I see. So it's definitely in the actual.
See, okay, so I know what this issue is. When I added a functionality for it to open Windows applications, it's trying to figure out whether I'm asking it to open a Windows application or a game. So that is also another thing that I'll have to fix. But to be honest, this is already really cool. And of course, you guys can actually take this code, throw it into ChatGPT and add more functionality. So I would like to hear it down in the comments how you fix it and what you add to it. But to be honest, if I can get this polished, it might not be that bad. So yeah, coding with ChatGPT isn't that good, and of course it took me 3 days to do it because ChatGPT loves to hallucinate and just add whatever it wants to add. But when you can get it right, it is honestly not bad. And as you can see here, it has logs down here, it has all these different things, and it starts in your system tray. So if I was to close this and I go to my system tray, it's still here. So this is honestly really cool.